It's being called a workers' economy, created by an abundance of help wanted and not enough help. That's leading to an alarming increase in prospective employees ghosting.
It's pretty frustrating. We could get, say, 10 interviews confirmed via either email, phone, and then 2 show up.
Jordan Relota says his restaurant struggled to compete with government supports over the summer.
We have seen it before, but I feel it's more evident now. I don't know if that has to deal with the CERB payment still going out. People are just not ready to come back to work fully.
The shortage has forced his establishments to cut back on hours at a time when revenue is desperately needed after more than a year of rolling lockdowns.
Somebody will want to harvest it.
When they don't show up, it's quite hurtful.
Not only is ghosting unprofessional, it's uncalled for, according to the CEO of a handful of restaurants, bars, and pubs in the Guelph area. Pre-pandemic, he says 10% of candidates would pull a no-show. These days, it's 1 in 3.
Even worse is when we get through the process of actually hiring somebody, and there's times where people are just not shown up for the position.
According to Deloitte Canada, more than 30% of Canadian businesses are reporting labor shortages. From the service industry to white-collar jobs, recruitment experts say this phenomenon is more common now and spans many sectors competing for workers.
We'll often call a candidate in the morning just to make sure they're ready. There's been no change. With COVID, things pop up out of nowhere. So we try and stay in frequent contact to prevent it, but it happens.
Recruiters attribute this disrespectful behavior to the many employment options available to workers and say it isn't limited to a specific age group.
It's almost like they've shown their cards in advance, and I appreciate that I'm not wasting my time investing in them.
Despite time lost checking references or training a candidate, ghosting does seem to help weed out the bad apples, which is also valuable in this tight labor market. Anne Gaviola, Global News, Toronto.